So, what's up, guys? It's Entername here, 77, and due to the large amounts of people asking on Glassboard or what's it, the forums and on whatever messages sent to me and in game or like on YouTube or whatever, asking what the star tokens do. Um, Here's just a more like explicit video that kind of hopefully helps out. So, what they could be used for is one, getting candy. So what these candies do is that they provide they're like gems basically, and they provide stat bonuses and whatever. You could get a random one for 200 star tokens, but I would suggest. Hold on, okay, I would suggest getting like a specific one for 300 instead, because I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure they're bind on pickup. I could check the OAC head thing, the website, the database. It has a pretty. It should. Here, let me hold on a second. I'll pull it up right now. I'll pull it up right now. This is unprofessional. I should know all of this stuff before going in. I know, but I don't. So let me just scroll. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's bind on equip. So I was wrong. It is bind on equip. So I guess if you got a random one, you could always like sell it on the auction hall for a lot of money. Or I mean, if you really just wanted it for yourself, you could spend the extra 100, um, which is like 100 times 10. That's 1,000. So that's 1,000 extra chickens you'd have to slaughter. But who cares? They're pixel chicken, something like that. Anyway, so that's one of the things you can do. Another thing you can do is if you turn around over here, and if you move forward a little bit, there we go, that guy over here. And what he will do is he will sell you a hat for 150 star tokens. And this hat, well, basically, you could put it on a stat-giving pet, and they'll just wear it, and that actually enhances their buff. So the ones that I actually did memorize and I actually wanted to get was the one for Petite. That one gives you, it increases the health you get from 5% extra health to 10% extra health, which is actually pretty significant. So I want to get that for my Petite pet at some point. And then the one for the fox, the Spirit's Fox, it increases the stats from 2% of every stat, or well, not every like base stat, to 3.5%, which is pretty good as well. Quick warning before you do go ahead and put the hat on the pet. Only have that one pet in your inventory, because it kind of, from what I heard, picks it out at random. So you should definitely only have one pet in there. Otherwise, you'll probably, if you have multiple pets that give out buffs, it might put it on the wrong one, or the one that you didn't want it on, and there goes 150 star tokens. So, quick word of warning there. And another use for them is over here. This guy, Mr. Grandpa Winter. Oh, I gotta take your quest before I get. Okay, there you go. I took your quest. Now talk to me, okay? All right. So if you hit the anything else I can help you with, if you hit that dialogue option, you could get these things. I don't know what the second one is. I don't know what the dungeon one does, but maybe it buffs it like puts some random buff on the bosses or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try that out at some point. I haven't really run any dungeons the past few days, just because I was busy doing dailies and world bosses, trying not to die over and over again. But the 10 star tokens one is pretty cool. What it does is it gives you a buff that makes you look like Grandpa Winter here for about a minute or so. I think it was 5 minutes. It was most definitely 5 minutes. And it also gives you 5 presents. And what you do with those presents is you select a person and then use the present, and then it gives it to them. And I got one. I think it's called, the item itself is called Well-Packed Christmas Gift or something like that. And you open it up, it's basically like a lucky sock. You have like 1 or 2 star tokens. You have a chance of getting some holiday items as well, and I think you also have the possibility of getting some nice buffs out of it. I know I got 1 Angel's Vigil out of a lucky sock, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, you could do that. I don't think you can give it to yourself per se, but I mean it's a nice thing you could do for your guild mates, or just a nice thing you could do for random people you bump into. So yeah. And a lot of people also have been asking where you can find lost gifts for this particular quest. Let me go over to this guy right here. So he hands out this quest, and you're supposed to look for lost gifts. And I did run into them in one of my previous videos on accident, but I still ran into them nevertheless. They're the little goblin people, and here, I'll just teleport back to green. Hopefully I don't crash. It's been crashing on my iPad a lot lately. I don't know why, but it's kind of annoying. And I heard people on the iPad Air, they crash a lot as well. So leads me to believe it's not a hardware issue, but rather the game itself, because it's running other things just fine. It's just this. Also, there's a lot of random bugs. I think one of them is you can't use the switch target button, and that crashes you. I'll try that out later, but I am not too keen on figuring that out right now because I'm recording, and that'd be really annoying to have to start it back up, start the game back up while recording. Well, I could always edit stuff out, but that's extra work, Okay, so basically these the gift thieves can really be found almost anywhere in the world. They're just kind of hidden behind houses and just in the most random places possible. So I'll just go to I don't know if they show up. I don't know. They're kind of like random spawns. So sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Their spawn times are pretty long as well. Yeah, there we go. So it basically means you could find where they spawn, but I mean, sitting there and waiting for them to respawn isn't exactly the most economical of ideas, because you'll be sitting there for days, just being like, where'd they go? They take a really long time to spawn. So, I mean, they're everywhere, so you could just walk around and be like, oh, there's a goblin right there, let me kill that guy. You can take his gifts, and you can rob him, and then, yeah, so you don't really need to sit in one spot and wait. They do have more set spawns, you can definitely know where they will spawn. It's just is a matter of, are they there? Have they been killed yet? Is it worth waiting there? In my opinion, it's really not, because they're just everywhere, like I said. So let me see if you're here today. I guess not. So like I said, one of them would spawn around here, and they'll just kind of sit here, but they do take a bit. Let me just see if there are a couple more around here somewhere, but generally you can find them just, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just in random spots all over the map. I mean, it's really just a matter of walking around and looking for a bit. There's no set spot like people are used to. It's not gonna be, oh, it's always over here, or it's not like a quest zone that you go to. They're just everywhere. They're kind of like the chickens. They're just scattered throughout the map, and you really just have to just walk around and just be like, oh, hey, look, there's one right there. Or, I hope that guy doesn't attack me, because I'm really not in the mood for PvP at the moment. Yeah, I can't find any at the moment, but that's because I'm not really looking very hard. I just walk in like, oh, okay, he's not here. But yeah, like I said, they're everywhere, so just look around a little bit. There are different levels of them, so if you're not maximum level yet, if you're not level 70, there should be plenty of like level 19, level 10, or whatever lower levels you can find. Although I will say the higher level ones I think drop more gifts when you kill them. Like the level 69 ones drop 2 gifts instead of 1. So I don't know what's up with that, but if you are level 70 and you would like to get the quest done just a little bit faster, just look around in the Underrealm or in the Frostlands, and those are usually level 69. Or you could look around the Festival World bosses. Those usually have the higher level ones as well, and those drop more gifts. So I kind of disappointed I couldn't find any right now, but I honestly don't really want to venture around too much because like I say a lot, I get low frame rates while recording because just the processor is just dying because it's trying to record and it's trying to process all the information the game is throwing out. So I get decreased frame rates a lot, but at least it's not crashing, which is definitely a plus. I thought it would have at least crashed once by now, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself, but fingers crossed and all that. But it's been crashing a butt ton on my iPad, and it's really upsetting because I've missed out on a lot of at least the free gifts at the end of world bosses because of that. I'll be like, oh, he's almost dead, and you crashed. So I get nothing now, right? Yep, you get nothing. So that's kind of sad and disheartening, but such is the way of these mobile games, I guess. At least Order and Chaos is kind of more recently. It's just there's a lot more bugs and issues to iron out. But I was hoping I could find one around here, but maybe not. But anyways, hope you at least found this kind of informative. Maybe yes, maybe no. If it was, feel free to leave a like and share it if you found it helpful. If not, sorry. Maybe next time. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time.